Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Badger, and in today's video I'm going to be going over my buried high round guide. This is going to include the early round strat of Tunnel, and this is also going to include the Jug strat and also Saloon strat. I also want to preface this, the three guns we're going to be using are the Paralyzer, the Ray Gun Mark II, and Mustang and Sally's, and also the perks we're going to be using. You can use every perk except Vultures Aid, because Vultures Aid can sometimes bug out with the Resonator and you can't actually see it exploding. And also it can crash your game if you do want to go 100 plus. So for early rounds, we're going to be camping in the Speed Cola Tunnel. This is actually pretty simple to do up until about 38 to 45-ish. That's when I'd say if you're not comfortable, leave. But this door right here, keep this closed, otherwise this strat won't work at all. But basically all you need to do is every start of the round, rebuild this barrier and then go back down to the entrance of the tunnel and place claymores down for if you get overwhelmed. You will also need PhD flopper. And also right about here where I'm placing these claymores is actually where you're going to want to avoid going past, because otherwise the spawns will spawn from down in the church and it's actually just going to screw you over. So for this strategy, it's pretty simple. Once you get to 30, you don't hold the window up top anymore. Basically you're just going to keep flopping with your claymores out, because this kills the zombies faster, but just keep flopping down towards that one spawn. Here I get an insta-kill, and this is super cheese. All you do is you stand in one spot where you can see both spawns, and you basically just go back and forth shooting your Mustangs, because you're going to have Mustang and Sally's, Mark II, and Paralyzer. So basically where I'm standing right here, this is where you're just going to go back and forth. But then once you need to start flopping, pull out your claymores, and then you're going to flop towards that one spawn. Once the zombies start coming out of that spawn though, run down to the bottom corner of the tunnel, and this is where you're going to use your Mark II. Now, once you get drops in this strat, this is why you have monkeys. You're going to throw the monkey for a max ammo or an insta-kill. Those are the two you're going to be throwing monkeys for. Every other drop isn't really going to matter. And once you're actually up here and in the strat, you won't get carpenters, so you're only going to get a 4-drop cycle. So starting off, we're going to be going over where we're going to build the turbine for Jug strat, and also where to build the Resonator. The Resonator is actually going to go right up here next to the Jug tunnel. This is made for easy paralyzing up, and the turbine is going to be built in the church. And now the reason why we're building this in the church, it's faster than running over to Saloon and getting a turbine. And the door you want to keep closed is this door right here going into the hardware store. If you open this, your spawns are going to slow down a ton. You can open this couch up here, however, because it will not impact spawns. If anything, it's actually just going to make them faster, because they sometimes do spawn over there and they can just run straight towards you. So where we're going to be placing our turbine is right here, right behind this board on the ground. You're going to want to place it on the left side of that. And where we're going to be placing our Resonator is actually right in front of that board on that right corner. I kind of misplaced it here, but honestly, you'll be fine. As long as it's on that right corner, you'll be fine. So now, basically, all we're doing is we're waiting for this Resonator to run out, and then we paralyze up and we grab a new Resonator. Now, as you see here, brakes, fly up, grab it, drop down, place it on the right corner. If they come in close to the Resonator, walk in front of the Resonator and stun lock the zombies, basically. You can paralyze them too, but if you are going for a high round game, it can actually error your game. Someone actually just errored 2 rounds off the world record because they were paralyzing the zombies too much. So that's just something to keep in mind. So for this strategy, which is what I'm running is 5 res, I'm going to show you guys how to trade out the turbine. So what 5 res means is you're only going to be using 5 Resonators before you trade your turbine out. So once the Resonator breaks, we're going to pick up our turbine and we're going to place it in the corner next to the buildable bench, because if you place it here, they can hit it through the wall. And you can also throw grenades to break it as well. You can paralyze the zombies there, drop down, jump up onto this ledge, paralyzer across, drop down, paralyze the ground so you don't take damage. Paralyze back up. I failed here, but you have a decent amount of time. Paralyze back up, jump across, go back down and place it in that left corner again. Honestly, you might get hit once or twice going up there, but then as long as you just wait right here for a second, you're going to be able to place that Resonator down with no issue. If you want to run 7 res, I highly recommend you go check out Wonder's video on how to high round buried, because he goes really in depth with that, and it's a very, very good guide. So I'll leave that down in the description if you want to go run 7 res. So now moving on to Saloon, we're going to be building our turbine in church again. This is the best spot to build turbine if you're doing any high rounds. Basically, the only door you're going to want to keep closed is the entrance to Saloon. Don't open that, otherwise you're going to just completely destroy the entire strategy. Where we're placing the turbine is right next to this piano, right in that corner. And we're going to be building the resonator in the Saloon. And then you're going to grab it. And then you're going to run over to the staircase. And right on top of these stairs, basically right where I'm paused, that's where we're going to be placing it. So once the resonator kills 45 zombies, you're going to want to pick up the resonator from the table, place it down next to the bar, and then run over where the zombies drop down. And then you're going to let it do 2 blasts. And then you're going to pick it up, run it over to the stairs, place it down, jump up onto the table so you stall the zombies, and then run over to this bar table. The reason why we stand next to this bar table is because when the resonator explodes, we are ready and just can easily pick it up right away, and then go to the bar, drop it, run over, blast, it'll do another blast. And the reason why we let it do that second blast is so we can actually stun the zombies coming out of that close window. So for this strategy, I'm also going to be running 5 res. You're going to wait for that 5th resonator to basically explode. You're going to pick up the turbine, run over here, let the zombies destroy it, and then you're going to paralyze up, and you're going to go through that little entrance right there, run across the rooftops like Spider-Man, and then you're just going to jump across, run into church, pick up the turbine. Make sure you do pick it up, since sometimes it can be a little tricky. And then you're going to paralyze over. Sometimes you're going to hit a weird bounce up top there. That's fine. Just drop back down and paralyze over that barrier again. Paralyze up to the little entranceway there. And then you're just going to place it back down in the corner. And that's really all there is to Saloon. Now, this strategy is actually pretty difficult. Don't think it's not. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, leave a like and a sub. I'm getting close to 500, so I'd appreciate that. I'd also appreciate if you go check out Wonderful's buried tutorial. It goes a little bit more in depth than what I did here and has a lot of good points that I didn't bring up. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and peace.